Look, it's this face again. This face of utter disgust and disappointment. What's the song, right? You've lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, welcome everybody to Fanboys Unleashed. I am your host, Mr. First Down, and this is my co-host, Bradley Mangold. And we are emphatically disgusted, but also, there's some interesting things to take away here. I did the summary first last time. You go ahead and give me your summary, Bradley Mangold.
It's funny how Titans always play good against Bengals offense.
We have that Beethoven song, like Moonlight Sonata, right, playing in the background during this.
Very turnover penalty game. Titans scored 14 points in the first quarter, utilizing the run game, which was different. Well, not different. That's been the Titans' go-to for the past 8 years since DeMarco Murray was here. So. And then it was early Christmas from Will Levis giving out presents to the Bengals, and you're out. He gets benched, and welcome Mason Rudolph. And this is going to be an interesting conversation for 30 minutes because I've been telling Titans fans all week about this before this game. So the question I was making to debate, we'll get into this when the offseason begins, but I if you ask me today, Bradley, is Will Levis done? I'm putting my hand up. I think he's done.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
I think he's done.
I think they've seen enough.
Yep. This is what I asked Titans fans. Is he irreplaceable? No. He is very replaceable. And after today, I'm pretty sure Rand Carthorne and Brian Callahan are going to have a nice little talk. Whenever the season ends, they're going to sit down and talk free agency, draft, what have you.
If the president doesn't get to him first, Bert Nihill might make an appearance there and say, one of you is out.
This is why Will Levis, once again, broken record, and we're going to get into this deja vu. I keep saying this because this is exactly what the Titans do. This is why Will Levis fell out of the first round of the draft. It's this stuff at Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Every big game he played, he made these bad decisions. The start of the season was rough. Gets injured, comes back. He had 4 good games, and then it was a fluke. Now it's Jaguars, bad defense, came and put up a touchdown. Against the Bengals, the rushing, that's why they're rushing the football, because obviously Brian Callahan's like, I'd rather run the football. And when Will Levis has to make a play, he doesn't do it. And Titans fans, you can see and say, we just need an offensive line. That's not going to help his decision-making. We just need some wide receivers. That's not going to help his decision-making. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, look at, he was under pressure a lot. He had 3 turnovers, but what did he do? He threw 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Mason Rudolph threw a pick. He threw 2 touchdown passes over 200 yards.
And it looked good doing it.
Yeah, and he wasn't sacked. He was not sacked.
He doesn't have a cannon.
One time.
He doesn't have a cannon, right? And Mason Rudolph just picked him apart and got it done.
Yeah, I did. Well, Mason Rudolph is playing chess.
Right. Chick is open. Go to Chick. That's what he did.
Will Levis is out here playing checkers and just like, I'm just gonna, he doesn't process the field. That's his issue. And I get what Titans fans saying, offensive line this. Joe Burrow doesn't have offensive line, and he
never has. He never has. How many times? And that's going to be one of the negatives.
A lot of missed sacks.
A lot of them.
A lot of missed sacks.
You have to draft. I'm leaning towards edge rusher in the first round. I am
Dual
getting
Carter, Penn State.
Your middle of the field is taking care of business, and you can't get one sack. Nobody can.
Yeah.
So this is how I'm just going to preface this. I have been so patient with Will Levis. I have been extraordinarily patient with Will Levis. Yeah, no, I agree, Scoop. I agree. I think it's over.
We agree.
It's done.
It's over.
It's done. He could not take that big of a step back. I was willing to let him go after the second interception. I was thinking, well, NWI bounced out of his hands. You know, these things happen. They do. They happen. But that third one was so horrendous and his body language said it all. And when I saw Callahan down there shaking his head and just talking,
I need a clip of that. I need to get a clip of seeing.
I'm one of those people that doesn't pull out his phone. You know, I'm sitting there like looking down and stuff like that. It's done. It's over. They gave him this team and put it out there. It's not a great roster. I get it. I understand. But it should be a hell of a lot better than this. Look what Mason Rudolph did with this bad roster. And I'm not saying he's the future or anything. Don't. He's not. He's a backup. Right. Yeah.
I got 2 points.
Yeah. Saw the open guy. Yeah. That's what's mind-boggling. You see the open guy, you throw to him. That's what you have to do. And he won't do it. He won't do it.
These are my 2 points, and this is why I keep bringing up deja vu. When we had Mariota, and I thought it was Arthur Smith. Putting Ryan Tannehill, what does he do? We started winning because Tannehill was better. Same option. Now Mason Rudolph, is he light years better? No, but Will Levis is what, 5-15 in 20 games, more turnovers than touchdowns this season at least.
Yep.
I heard a Titans fan, and this is the stupidest thing I ever heard. All right, we'll talk about that, Scoop, here in a little bit. Thanks for the comment, buddy. There's a Titans fan saying, oh, Brian Callahan is telling Will Levis where the ball goes in practice. Where's your evidence to back that up? Callahan's not going to tell him to force any football in the coverage. I don't know what you're smoking. And I love Brian Callahan getting mad at a adult football player because he's like, you're going to cost me my job because you're playing like this.
Yeah,
I need you to stop.
He has rolled out the red carpet for him more than once and believed in him. And it finally happened today at the end of the year press conference. It finally happened today, right? He got up there and he would not commit to him being the starting quarterback. I think he's had enough. Callahan has had enough.
He will. I guarantee. If he
doesn't, he needs to talk to Amy and everybody up there and say, listen, I've done everything I can for this kid. He can't do it. He just can't do it.
So to comment on Scoob's point,
Fields, you're never going to get Sanders anyway. So
it all depends. I mean, I'll take Russell Wilson or Justin Fields depending on the Steelers situation going forward.
Arthur Smith is making Russ look really good.
Yeah, right.
I'm not shocked by that at all. No. I think it was one of the things we said, and I said, you watch
preseason.
Arthur's going to make it. Yeah, Arthur's going to make Russ look good. That's what's going to happen.
Justin Fields was looking good too. He just got benched because Russell Wilson's a veteran, so you want that to start. Shedeur Sanders, we would have to get top 2 because Giants and Raiders, we had to.
He's not going to be there.
No. I wouldn't mind drafting Cam Ward or getting Sam Darnold or making a trade for J.J. McCarthy. I wouldn't mind that either because, I mean, I know it's a stretch, but that's the point I'm making that Titans fans don't understand. Will Levis is replaceable. He's not – what has he done? He hasn't thrown for more for 2 touchdowns in a game all year. And you guys saying, oh, it's the new coach's fault. Like, no, this is Will Levis. Go back to the Jaguars game. Go back to every game. He's missing his reads and throws. And honestly, this is my opinion. I think when the pressure is on Will Levis, he can't handle the pressure. I think he can't handle it. That's just my theory. I think when there's pressure on, I don't think he can do it. Jeffrey Simmons last week, I'm tired of seeing my quarterback on the ground. Well, Jeffrey Simmons, what about this game? He's not on the ground. He had 4 turnovers and I don't know how many minutes. 3 in the first half.
I agree, Scoop. He'll be the backup next season. That's just how it's going to be. Okay.
Any good quarterback can make any receiver look good. But if you're a quarterback that needs, he needs offensive line, and he needs playmakers, you're talking about a lot of money invested into that. The Bengals have learned that the hard way. They gave T. Higgins the contract. Jamar Chase hasn't even been extended yet. Joe Burrow's been extended. But look at their defense. Outside of Trey Hendrickson, the defense is shot. So you can't do that. You got to find ways to get better. Will Levis has not gotten better. That 4-game stretch is now looking kind of like a fluke. Jaguars and Bengals. These are one of the worst defensive units in the NFL. And Will Levis couldn't get a touchdown pass against none of them.
So here's the Scoop. You know I hate Baker Mayfield.
Tampa's not getting rid of Baker.
That
was a big win for the Buccaneers today. That was huge.
They had to have it. They had to have it. They got it. That's the difference. Mike Herndon on Twitter, very smart man, very calm man, very patient man. I don't say this lightly. I'm out on Rand Carthon and this whole Titans regime. This is truly awful football that they're putting on the field right now, and it appears to be getting worse, not better. Nothing we've seen this year or last year from Carthon suggests competence. I know. See, you love to.
That's what I said.
I know.
Well, I didn't go live on the Gentry letter that he wrote to Amy.
Oh yeah. I don't agree with all of it. I get his frustration.
I agree with some of it.
Right, some of it. But here's my thing to him. Bud Adams did absolutely nothing.
No,
nothing.
He was very frugal.
Right.
Very frugal.
She tried something here. It didn't work. But would you rather have an owner try than not try?
Exactly.
It's a slippery slope. I get it. I'm not saying she's perfect by any means. She's made her mistakes. But she tried something and it didn't work out. I would rather you try and fail and pick yourself back up again and do something. Yeah, we can't get mad. If it had worked, we would have said she's a genius and moved on.
Yeah.
Okay. It did.
From what I got from the letter. And I agree watching A to Z Sports and all that. If Fran does gone, if Fran's gone, Will Levis is going to be gone too.
Oh, I know. That's that. We like a big man interception. Yeah, big man fumble recovery. Right. He was awesome. I loved it.
Derrick Henry stiff arm going.
When he jumped out of bounds, he was like, I can't run anymore.
So when you look at teams, so you got like flipping a team is like flipping a house. So right now, the Titans just don't have a foundation. They're trying to put everything on top of this foundation. It's not working.
Right.
Who's in charge? Is it Rand or is it Brinker? Who's in charge?
100%. It should be Brinker.
It should be Brinker. Because I think when John Robinson got handed the reins, whatever, we saw what happened. It was an implosion of first-round draft picks, Trey and A.J. Brown.
Oh, it was just a mess.
Not building around Derrick Henry.
The cap, and you're still paying for his mistakes to this day.
Yep. So
to this day.
There's gonna be a quarterback. I don't know who yet. I don't think it's Carson Beck. I don't think it's Quinn.
I don't think it's going to be in the first round. I don't think.
Oh no. We need a wide receiver to complement Calvin Ridley. We still need a right guard, right tackle. We could see Dylan Gabriel. We could see Will Howard being drafted by the Titans. I know it's
till this day.
I know it's super early to talk about this, but hey, with 3-11, we're getting to that topic, and now Will Levis, who's supposed to be the future.
Carlos, I would feel better about him if he wasn't injured every other game.
I want Arch Manning. That's what I want.
You stop it, Scoob. You stop it. You stop it right now.
NWI has disappeared these last 2 games. But when you look at the Lions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at Dan Campbell and his philosophy. He's kind of like a Mike Vrabel, physical head coach. He likes that physical football. He goes
risky, likes to take risky moves.
He trusts because he trusts his offense. But look at the film. There's 3 players I would steal from the Lions besides their entire offensive line. Jameson Williams, I'll steal him because he's a burnster. Give me Gibbs at running back. Gibbs is a beast. But number 1 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love that guy. He's physical. Even when they're losing, I'm just saying, like, he's going at you. That's what he likes about his team. He's built that team to where the GM, owner, head coach, and the roster, everything's perfect, strong, just chain. It ain't gonna break. Titans I don't know what's going on. I like Amy. I have no problem with Amy. I think she's just trying to get where she wants this team to be. I think it's just
if Rand sold her on a competitive rebuild, he failed. That's the shtick. That's where I stand on it.
Well, see, like when I see what Rand's trying to do, how like John Robinson tried how to do it. It happened in San Francisco, but you're playing in San Francisco, warm weather climate. New England's cold weather climate, colder than Tennessee, but John Robinson he did the wrong stuff. He gave Ryan Tannehill too much money, in my opinion. That led to AJ. He was lowballing AJ Brown. Traylon Burks,
he was told not to lowball AJ Brown. Amy told him to pay him. I think that's what just nuked.
I told Titans fans AJ Brown's equivalent to Shaquille O'Neal back when he was at the Magic. Oh, you don't think I'm worth $100 million? Okay, I'll go to the team that will pay me $100 million, and that was the Lakers.
Hey Bradley, who's Garrett Newsomer?
As the LSU starting quarterback, I believe.
Oh no.
I don't want Monroe from Alabama.
I think you're making up names. That's what I think. Nobody's named Newsomer.
I mean, Cam Ward is a name that could be out there too, but Giants are going to be. I want Carter from Penn State because.
Oh, I don't know, man. It depends on what you sold her on this season. That's what it comes down to. You spent way too much money to be this bad. That's how I see it. Yeah.
The only thing Rand did that I've had an issue with was just trading up in the draft to get Will Levis because we don't know how far he was going to slide. He slid out of the first round hard.
You know darn well he will be back there saying it was Vrabel's idea and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't help that Rand's interviews are not really great. And he hides a lot, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Well, like I said, this going back to Will Levis's play again, the first interception. It's like even the commentators when I'm watching again, they're like, I think he's like, explain to me how he threw this interception. He goes, I don't know what he's looking at. That's right, and that's exactly how Will Levis is playing. It's like, dude, where do you see? The second interception was just tipped.
Bad play by NWI. That's what
Mike Hilton always makes good plays versus the Titans. And then the sack fumble was just J.C. Latham missed Trey Hendrickson, and Will Levis didn't protect the football. It just happens. The pick six, there's 4 Bengals players and just right there.
Right? I left. Yeah, I left the state.
I went bowling. I went bowling at halftime with the family. So I'm bowling. I just saw my buddy say, hey, Will Levis just do a pick six. I'm like, are you kidding me, right?
I can't. I could not
4
do
pick
it.
sixes. 4.
I can't do it.
And that's why. And I'm just saying.
You got to get on the phone and say, I can't do it.
That's why I praise Brian Callahan. I don't mind him snapping at Will Levis because, like, dude, you're going to cost me my job because you're out here giving Christmas gifts away like Santa. I need you to stop that. It's Christmas. Too soon. And then Mason Rudolph comes in, 200 yards, doesn't take a sack. He does throw a pick on a tip pass, but he threw for 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I was gone, baby. I was solidly gone after that.
I was looking for you.
I couldn't take it. Oh, man. Anywho.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, go back to Joe Burrow. He had 3 turnovers, but he made 3 touchdown passes. Right. Will Levis turns the ball over 4 times, and he did nothing. He gets in his. That's why I compare him to Jameis Winston, just because the turnovers are just like Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
At least Jameis Winston will put up yards and touchdowns, and he'll throw the bad interceptions. Will Levis just throws bad interceptions. So
all right. We'll have to go through these quickly because we've been drowning in our despair too long. I spruced him up a little bit. I spruced him up.
There was a lot of positives today, despite the loss.
There was. Shockingly, there was. When you see a score 27, they scored more than 17. Yeah, most definitely.
And 17-point.
Will Levis has to be on both of our lists. That was the worst.
Yeah,
it's just bad. There's no there. I don't want to go into it. Yeah, done. So we'll go ahead and mark that one off our list. Defensive line, no edge rushers. I felt like Sweat and Jeffrey did their job. I don't think the edge rushers helped.
Key wasn't too bad, but he could have been better.
Oh, geez. It's just those two guys in the middle are taking up blockers. Why are we not getting sacked?
Harold Landry, man. What happened?
My daughter was staring at me with the evil eyes because we stayed till the end.
Dude, Harold Landry, man,
he never recovered from that ACL.
He's done.
So, and then number 3, just absolute.
This is positive, right?
Yeah, no, this is negative. Just absolute. Negative? Yeah, the offensive line today was weird. The false starts. It wasn't even on the right side. J.C. Latham was messing up. Yeah, he gets more of a pillow because he's a rookie, and I understand rookie offensive linemen, like cornerbacks, have to learn on the spot. I'm with you, Scoob. I'm spending my number 1 draft pick on the best edge rusher on the board. Yes, I'm taking him, and I think he'll be there, and I'm gone. Yeah,
they're saying he's better than Micah Parsons, so
I will gladly take anybody that can get to the quarterback. I've got 2 spaces.
Sack him.
Yes, and actually sack somebody. So, all right, you got any negatives to add to that? Draft gentry and don't look back.
God. We don't need that. No, we're trying to get a passing offense going here.
No.
Well, first of all, my one word for Will Levis is I found this very smart by A to Z Sports because I like to watch numerous podcasts just to get their feeling. My word for Will Levis is funeral. That was a good one word I heard today. Will Levis is a funeral. It's so bad.
Watch him out.
I had to go NWI to be a number 2 wide receiver. You gotta show up, and this is NWI though. He makes you feel all warm and fuzzy catching touchdowns, but then he disappears. Jaguars today. Where are you, NWI? Come on, man.
Oh, really? NWI?
Gotta show up. And number 3
do my ears deceive me?
Well, listen, hey, if you want to be a number 2 wide receiver, cameras, lights, action, they're on you, man. You got to make a play, especially against the Bengals. And number 3, I had to go with the pass rush. If you can't give Joe Burrow 9 seconds to throw a touchdown pass to Brown in the end zone, miss sacks, Sweat, shout out to you, looking at some Derrick Henry film,
Yeah. Oh, I hate it for him too, Scoob. We're pissed.
And this is the thing. I don't like to say, hey, this guy deserves to be fired, get him off the team, but
it's over. It's just over.
You can't just make these plays and expect to keep a job. If I went to my job and I messed up 4 times in 2 hours, I'm pretty sure, hey, Brad, you're fired. We can't have this.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not making $1 million. So
right. So okay. Let's get the fun part started, I guess. You're welcome.
I love the parentheses, if any.
Yeah. I'll change it up when I feel better about this team. So Tajay Spears, is back and healthy. and boy, does it make a difference. I really wish.
Receiving yards. Let the team receiving yards. How about that?
I really would wish that a certain quarterback that likes mayonnaise would throw to him a lot more when he's open, because he manages to catch these balls in space and make people look silly. And for some reason, just doesn't do it. But Tajay Spears is back, and Mason Rudolph saw it and was happy to do it. I'm sure he is on your list as well.
I got Tajay Spears on my list. Just 4 carries for 5 yards. That was bad, but he did have 6 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Crucial catches. Big time catches. Crucial.
But yeah, since you took Tajay Spears, I'm going to put Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
he may not have the physical attributes of Will Levis, but I don't care. He has better brain, better knowledge. I don't think I've ever seen Will Levis successfully hit a check down pass to a running back without losing yardage or dropping a pass. So I go with Mason Rudolph. He threw a pick that was tipped, but he rallied, threw for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he did it in a half where Will Levis couldn't do it in a half. So you have Spears, I go Mason Rudolph because he got the ball to Spears. No. Good job, Mason. Yep. He may not be the franchise starter, but he's better than Will Levis. And Titans fans don't believe that, then I don't know what to say, because Will Levis has 1 win this season. So.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's done.
I hope Callahan leaves him on the bench. I would watch a Titans game because I'm a Titans fan. I have to, but I can't. It's the same thing with Ryan Tannehill towards the end of his career as a Titan. Like I couldn't do it no more.
Right.
And yet here comes Titans fans behind me like a bird box going, Brad, watch the game. Just watch. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Forcing me to watch.
No, I agree.
So hopefully Brian Callahan I don't want to see him start the last 3 games. I'd rather not.
Special shout out to Worley catching that interception. He was a full sprint and got that sucker. It was amazing. But yeah, so
Chigga Conkwell, shout out to him.
He has to be. There's no way. Bo Hardigree, the quarterback's coach, is the one that told Levis he was done. So if the coach is not talking to watch, I think he's done. Like if the coach is like, "Hey, tell him he's out." Like just tell him he's out. He's done. He's done.
I hope so, Scoop. Like I'm not. I know Brian Cannon at the game didn't in the post game conference didn't answer the question, but I'm pretty sure
he didn't back him up though.
True.
He said we'll see who's going to start quarterback this week. He gave no promises, and he had given a promise. He said Levis is the guy emphatically over and over. He did not do that. I think it's done. It's done.
And that's why I keep beating this drum. Like I'm not saying right. I'm just saying like the question I ask Titans fans is he replaceable? Will Levis? Yeah. He's replaceable. How is he not? If you answer no, I don't know what to tell you, because you look at the game film. There's every chance there's a play to be made. It's just those bad. He's not the mayonnaise king no more. He's the meme king. He's just a meme. I just think the pressure gets to him. He crumbles and he just can't come back from it. Like I don't know what happened on the sideline when he went out of bounds with Trey Hendrickson. I know they got into it.
Trey cheap shot at him. People act like it was. Bengals fans act like it wasn't a big deal. He was trying to chase down the interception. Trey pushed him. He knows what he's doing. Callie has really only backed about 4 or 5 players on the team. That's true. I think I'm okay. So Mike Herndon put the thing out there. Are you firing Rand? Are you firing Callahan? Or are you firing both? I am firing Rand if it's me. This is supposed to be a competitive roster. You sold us. I feel like Callahan's just like, dude, I didn't know it was this bad, and they just dumped it on. And so I don't believe. Once again, I don't believe in firing coaches first year. I just don't. It's going to be very hard for you to drag me to firing a coach in his first year because I don't think it's fair that you dump this guy with a bunch of crap. He's a brand new coach. He's got to make his mistakes too and whatever. And do you really like if you fire a coach in 1 year, do you know what waves that sends out through the NFL? No one's going to take you seriously. No one's going to look at that job and say,
no one's going to want that job. Yep.
Right. Yeah. Look, they'll just fire you. They don't give you a chance. They don't give you multiple seasons. You know,
before we cancel the show, here's my 2 cents.
Cancel it. We're doing.
If you fire Callahan, keep Rand, you're gonna set Will Levis up like Mariota, and Will Levis is not playing better than Mariota right now. That's the sad part. Because first 2 years, Mariota was good. The reason why I think he failed his 3rd year because Terry Robisky was bought in, and I thought that was an abysmal hiring.
Well,
he was good for the run game because he was that was his strength. But
if Rand's defense,
we know that.
That's fine, bud. But I think the season's been bad enough to write it off. That's what I'm.
We're just saying, like, the entry letter basically saying, okay, who's taking the blame for this season? Is it going to be Rand? Is it going to be Brian? Is it the talent? Is it Amy? Because basically when Mike Vrabel got fired, from what I assume, I thought they fired Mike Vrabel because Mike Vrabel was bad. 6-18 last 24 games with a rookie quarterback. Well, and Mike Vrabel, he's not a bad head coach. He's just, you don't want him to develop a quarterback. That's not his strength. That's not what Mike Vrabel does. Plus, Mike Vrabel took over a playoff caliber team. John Robinson just made it worse, and they just couldn't come back.
He gambled
way too much. That A.J. Brown gamble, the 3 first-round draft picks, which, oh my God, that's disastrous. The Titans right now, if you keep Rand, you keep Brian, you need to go talk to Brinker and say, okay, we need to build an identity right now. What is going to be the identity? I can't keep Will Levis. He's a turnover machine. He's not showing me any signs of improvement. And the sad part is you're going to have to go free agency. I will take Justin Fields. I'll take Sam Darnold. I don't know who's a free agent yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But with 3 games left, I think they're all divisional games. Yep, Colts, Jaguars, Texans. I still want to win. I don't know if they will win, but
it's too much. You need a lot. I mean, a lot.
And then if we remember, during free agency, we did sign Charles, who's supposed to be a right guard, right tackle, whoever he was supposed to play, but he retired. 25 years old, he left. I don't blame him. He's probably either got tired of bouncing around or he got scared of concussions and just, I want to leave with my health, take the money and leave. But Jamal Charles, we signed him for no reason. He ended up leaving the team. Then there was one more player. Who else did we draft? Oh, no, we signed and he left too. The things that made me mad was I wasn't mad about the D-Hop trade because we had to get something for him. I was very mad about the Ernest Jones trade. I liked Ernest Jones.
So did I, but you've gotten good linebacker play from people. Oh yeah, you've gotten good linebacker play. Gifford
that's another positive. Like no matter who's the linebackers, Titans always have good linebackers. No matter if it's a second or third string, no linebackers always plays good somehow. I did see Cedric Gray today for a little bit, so that was good. But it's going to be a very interesting week. It's going to be an interesting offseason. I feel bad for Will Levis. This is not an easy job. Did he get booed when he got benched? Like, were they like, are they cheering or what?
And Scoop can back this up. I'm telling you, it got very loud when Mason Rudolph walked out on the field, and it was a happy cheer. A pretty definite happy cheer. Let's get a competent QB and make and some more help and then judge the staff. But I didn't want Molden traded. I mean,
I was okay with that.
You can't keep anybody, and you can't keep everybody. It's hard to say. It's not like everybody's balling out either.
And back, like Christian Fulton and Molden, they're playing with a better head coach, Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh's a good head coach. So
look, we're gonna march into this
league
with a lot of questions, and
quarterback's the biggest one probably now.
Your quarterback is definitely the biggest question on the board, and I don't know if the draft is the answer. I think we've talked about this. I'm not wild about this quarterback draft class, not by a mile.
I mean,
I'm going edge.
You do have some sleepers that can maybe potentially turn into some good quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel is good, but his height concerns me. He's only 5'11".
Yeah, no, he's right. That's exactly what it sounded like. I was just like, well, okay.
And then Will Howard's been having a quiet good year for the Buckeyes. He leads the nation in completion percentage. The Michigan game, I was blown away by how bad Ryan Day was coaching that game. That's why I think Mike Vrabel was going to go to Ohio State. Ryan Day is going to get fired because that was abysmal to not pass the ball.
I agree, Scoob. He's the only one.
Well, you got Cam Ward too, but
yeah,
he could be better than Levis. That's the thing. Is he better than Will Levis? We don't know. But here's the thing: Will Levis is just his bars dropping fast because of his performance play these last 2 weeks. Jags and the Bengals. I mean, I don't know how you do not take advantage of those 2 games because they're looking at you going, "Oh man, we got the Jags, we got the Bengals. Oh, Levis, we need you to start going off."
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. He didn't do it. So
nope. That's how I'm making. That's the point I'm making. Like that's where Cam Ward can maybe come in now because it's like, dude, it's like Levis, you dropped the ball so hard, man. It's like
they're not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, in some ways. Anyway,
Levis just shot the bet at Kentucky too, and that's why he fell out of the first round. I was surprised when Titans trade up and drafted Will Levis. I didn't even know who Will Levis was coming out of the draft. I had no idea who he was.
Yeah,
because a Kentucky kid.
We hate to leave you guys on a sour note. So Brad's gonna sing "Time to Say Goodbye" in full opera soprano. So. It was a rough game today, but there are some interesting things to take away from this. It's going to get interesting as these games are completed. If anybody's safe, who's not safe, we're gonna walk through it together, and we hope you catch us, and we'll talk to it. We're planning out a lot of things. We're getting a Facebook page going, Fanboys Unleashed on Facebook, as we trying to figure out how to get this to stream to Facebook. Is turning out
cross-platform.
Yeah. Good night, Scoob. Get some sleep.
Thank you, Scoob.
Anyway, we hope to see you guys back next Sunday. You can catch me on the Let's Talk Sports Network for various shows. You can catch Bradley on the Facebook Fanboys Unleashed page. You're going to do great stuff there. And we're just going to get this thing rolling.
Is it the
for Bradley Mangold? I am at Mr. First Down Sam Dean. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. Central for Fanboys Unleashed. You've lost that love and feeling. You've lost. I can't find the. Oh, there it is.